Authors are busy. We are writing, we're editing, we're marketing, maybe we're juggling family and a day job too. I did that for years and years. The last thing any of us need is another platform stealing our time. But here is what I am so excited to share with you and share about on this channel. Pinterest doesn't have to be a time suck. In fact, with the right strategy, you can actually save a lot of hours every single week by repurposing content you already have. That is what we're talking about today, how to make Pinterest work for you without reinventing the wheel. Make sure you stick around till the end. I have a framework to make it even easier. Hi, I'm Melissa Bourbon, best-selling author, book coach, book cover designer, and the founder of Writer Spark Academy. I help authors with both the craft and the business side of writing. And Pinterest is my favorite marketing tool because it drives traffic for months and months and even years after you post. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of Marketing Monday or Craft Thursday episodes. Every week I share tips to help you grow your author career without burning out. And make sure you like this video and share it with your writing besties. Let's start by talking about why repurposing content matters. So you're already creating content. You have blog posts, you have newsletters, you have Instagram graphics, you have the descriptions, maybe TikToks, maybe Substack essays. All of that can live a second life on Pinterest. Why, you might be asking, and it's a good question, because Pinterest, as I've said before, is a discovery engine. It's a search engine. Unlike Instagram, where your posts are going to vanish quickly, a pin you post today is still going to send readers to your website a year from now. Repurposing means you are maximizing your effort and saving time. You are working smarter, not harder. Let's look at an example of repurposing content. So first you have blog posts. Blog posts can become pins. If you have written a blog like 5 tips for writing mysteries, turn each tip into its own pin. That is 5 pieces of Pinterest content from one blog, and you can expand on those and make multiple pins from each of those 1 pieces of content as well. And now you have your Instagram posts as well. Take that caption and image and make it discoverable by an entirely new audience. So if a cozy flat lay photo of one of my mysteries or one of my novels with a caption about writing inspiration is on Instagram, I can take that, resize it, and repurpose it with a pin that links back to my website. It's wonderful. Newsletters. Do you share personal stories or writing tips in your newsletters? I do, especially about my dogs. Use key lines or quotes or drop a graphic in and link back to your newsletter sign-up page. That's golden. YouTube can turn into pins. Every Marketing Monday or Craft Thursday video that I make here also gets turned into pins. One video can turn into multiple pins. It's really simple and it's really powerful. So you have the content out there. Now you just need to figure out how to use it in a new way on Pinterest. One way to do that is to batch create. So once a week, grab a piece of content and brainstorm 3 to 5 pins that you can pull from it. A blog post can turn into multiple pins that you're directing right back to your website. Templates are your friends, y'all. Canva has branded templates. You do not have to start from scratch every single time. And I offer templates as part of my online course as well. You can also schedule ahead. Tools like Tailwind or Pinterest's native scheduler, super easy, mean that you can load up your pins and just walk away, leave them for a whole month. Okay, here's that framework I talked about. It's a simple process and you can start it right this second. Choose one blog, one video, or one post, newsletter, article, something. Pull 3 quotes or tips or key takeaways from that content, and then drop each into a template and save them as pins. Then link each pin back to your original content. That's it. Boom, you're done and you've created a variety of pins. It's a week's worth of content in less than an hour, and you didn't have to create anything brand new because that content is already out there. You already created it. You're working smarter, not harder. You're repurposing what is already there. You don't need to invent new content to make Pinterest effective for you. Use what you already have. Turn it into multiple pins and let Pinterest's algorithm keep working for you. And that's it. That's how you repurpose content. Thanks for tuning in to Marketing Monday. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Be sure to join me next week when I will be diving into Pinterest analytics and how to actually read your numbers so that you know what's working and what is not. You don't want to miss it. Until then, happy writing.
Ain't never needed Poppy's blessing, no.